Thursday, August 25th, and it is just starting to, the sun's starting to show itself a little bit here, but stayed at a local motel and had to ask the manager, hey, can you give me a ride? Because taxis would have been about $100, and there's no Uber. So the taxis are from the next town over, and so they have to charge to come out to give me a ride for 10 minutes and then go back. But all right, let's go load it up. Well, that's a good sight to see. A little sun. I'm back because I'm going that way. Another long day today, just trying to make tracks, taking what Erie will give me. Well, you can barely see it, but Cleveland is right over there, and that will have to be another day because Cleveland's kind of in a bay, and I need to head more that way to continue to Sandusky for the shoreline. And since it's so smooth out here for Lake Erie, I'm running 38 miles an hour, and I'm not going to stop until the lake says no. Can I just say that Pedialyte doesn't taste quite as good as Gatorade, but it gets the job done a little healthier. Now that's a view looking that way into the sun, but here's probably a little TMI. My butt is sore from riding jockey style. It's almost ready to cramp up or something. It dawned on me that some of you might not know what jockey style means. That would not be sitting down on the ski. This would be standing up but in a full squat position. Legs are bent pretty a lot, and leaning forward kind of into the handlebars, just ready to absorb any sudden wake or any bounce that the ski is going to throw at you. Nice. I had me a little breakfast, filled the tank up with one of the jugs. I had filled all 4 of them up at the marina this morning when I left, so I am full to the gills with fuel, which is good because if I'm running 35, 38 mile an hour, that means that I'm just not gonna, that's probably better. I'm just not gonna get the fuel economy. So it gives me more flexibility to just be able to run whatever speed I want and still make it to the destination without worrying about marinas. So it's a nice enough morning. The water temperature is 75, and I would guess that the air temperature is about 70, but it's warming up quick. And so I went ahead and, well, took off my fleece, and I also took off my pants, but I left my water socks on. Now, I did that for 2 reasons. 1, because they look so sexy, and 2, because there's a lot of water that will get in the footwell and slosh around. And so by having the water socks on, the socks are surrounded by the water, but my feet stay dry. So I'm gonna keep those on for a while until it gets a little bit more, a little warmer. A little video edit here. I wanted to show you kind of a map and what things look like here as I had to make a decision. All right, so started the day off. If you can follow my mouse, if I can follow my mouse, there it is. So over here in Geneva, which is over here, and so I was following the coastline here, and then instead of dipping down into this tiny little bay of Cleveland, I straight lined it and just kind of came across here. And then when I hit here, I had a choice. Do I keep following in the coastline and then bounce up and eventually make my way up to Detroit, or do I go for it? And what I mean by that is, from here I made the decision I'm going to go ahead and kick all the way up here and really ride into the teeth of Lake Erie. Granted, there's some islands here. Put-in Bay is one of them that I could stop at, but my real destination was, I wanted to get all the way up to here, because that's where my Sea-Doo service was already, they agreed to come get me and pull me out of the water. And so Dee's Marine was kind of my destination. And by getting there on Thursday late afternoon, they said they would have the ski done by Saturday. So I wanted to do that. That bought me an extra 2 or 3 days just by doing that. So I did. It was so calm. I went ahead and made the decision to ride the middle of Erie and ride the US-Canada border all the way in past Detroit, all the way up to near Clinton, Michigan. Oh, out in the middle of Erie here. Over there is Canada. Over yonder. And coming up here is a bunch of islands. Put-in Bay is in here. I believe that's straight ahead. And then another island over here. Whoops, I missed my celebration mark. 5,000 miles down. And I am in the middle of Erie celebrating. You want to call it that? Just kind of made the corner here to turn a little bit more northeast instead of northeast, but I just can't believe I'm running just a steady 28 or so, and yeah, I gotta hold on. It's not super smooth, don't get me wrong, but it is smooth through Erie. I feel like a thief, just taking it all. Well, I think I'm saying goodbye to Lake Erie, because I am getting super close to, well, it's the inlet, kind of through Detroit, and eventually on up to Lake St. Clair and Lake Huron. I had so much luck on Erie, oh my gosh, to make it through in 2 days. Oh yeah. Hard work, but got it done. All I can say is I'm glad these little waves are going with me. Oh, just ride ride the tops of the chops, baby. Ugh. Hard to do one-handed. All kinds of industry here, of course, and it looks like they're building a new bridge. Kind of looks that way. Lake St. Clair here is it's doing all right, but the wind is with me, and that means the waves are with me, and so I should be able to smooth sail for 20 miles up to the boat ramp. Well, Lake St. Clair was getting mean and angry. But it was all following seas all the way up to my boat ramp and onto the trailer where Alan from D's Marine picked me up, and now it's gonna go get pampered while I rest. Thanks so much, Alan, for coming out. Yeah. All right, let's go get her in the shop and see how she's doing. All right, setting her down so I can get the rack off and all that jazz. Here at D's Marine, and I am impressed. So Alan, service manager, jumped right on it, did inspection, checked the oil, replaced the plugs, inspected those, and inspected the ring, and we're gonna go ahead and replace the ring. It's kind of recommended at the 200-hour mark, and so it's now 280, so there's a tiny slight wobble to it, and that's when it can start wreaking havoc. So just gonna stay ahead of the game and go ahead and replace that. But huge thank you and shout out to him, because man, he just jumped right in and did everything while I was here, which gives me a lot of great comfort knowing that I can see what he's seeing, kind of a thing.
I'm including this next little clip for the mechanical people out there that are curious about that carbon ring and how it was doing after almost 300 hours. And so you can just barely see the wobble that we're talking about.